everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my life. I'm Homestead Tessie, and this is a little bit of a diary of my everyday life. I just happen to share it on YouTube for all of you. We have a whole bunch of laundry here we need to hang up. Then we're gonna work on some desserts that were in my family for over 30 years and some other projects to help get us started for spring. So we have some oil lanterns to fill up the last of the year. Woo, the last of the winter year. And this will be the last time I need to fill them up because in the summertime I don't really use them. And so much to do today. So grab a cup of coffee or turn this video on while you have some chores to do, and let's get working together. All right, so today we're gonna make some strawberry shortcake. This has been in my family ever since we were married, and it was my sister-in-law's recipe. It comes from her family, and it is Amish Shortcake. She used to make this every week, and then she would sell a lot of it as well. I'm sure there's a lot of recipes online that are similar, but this is her full recipe. 3 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup of lard, 1 cup of milk, 2 eggs, and 3 teaspoons of vanilla. All we're going to do is put everything in here, and we're going to beat it up really fine, and then we're going to put it into our pie pans. As I work on this, it reminds me so much of when we lived on the farm. We would make this all the time. And my sister-in-law was our neighbor, and she would make this and then have a little farm stand outside at the end of her driveway. And our other neighbor, the Plain Mennonites, and that was, the wife was my closest friend, they had pick your own strawberries. So when people would pick their own strawberries, then they would come to my sister-in-law's little stand and they would buy all of these shortcakes. She would sell out of the shortcake every single day. She made quite a good amount of money over this strawberry season for people buying the strawberries and then buying the shortcake. Basically what we're doing is we're mixing it up like a cake. So we're going to be adding the sugar and we're going to be adding the eggs first. And we're going to be whipping it all up. Now, normally I don't use the sugar that has the vanilla in it. And if I would do it all over again, I wouldn't use so much of the vanilla sugar. I would only use half and half. It is much better not to have so much of the vanilla sugar in it, but boy, it is amazing. This is a favorite. Anybody who tries this, this will be their favorite too. Please excuse the quiet narration. I get up really early in the morning before my husband is awake, and that is how I do all these narrations. It's easier for me that way, but sometimes I'm really quiet because I don't want to wake him up. So now we're just adding the flour. I have flour in a big 15-gallon plastic tub on the floor, so that's why you see me going down towards the floor to get the flour. I don't have a whole lot of counter space. My kitchen is quite small. It appears to be a little bit bigger on camera than what it really is, but we make do with what we got. Now you're going to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Now, since I already have vanilla in here, I'm not going to add quite as much. But I will add just a little bit. All right, so we're going to take a spatula and clean off the beaters. We're going to give a good spray of our pan. I'll see if I need more than one. This is a larger one than I normally use. Now we're just going to put it on the pan. It's very thick, so this is thicker than a cake batter. And you want to have it thicker than a cake batter. Now for this special touch, you sprinkle the tops with a little bit of sugar. All right, so we're going to bake this at 375 for 15 to 20 minutes. All right, I'm going to clean up the kitchen a little bit and then we'll work on some pasta salad, show you what the shortcake looks like, and also make some of our BLTs. I found some pepperonis in the freezer. Now these are still frozen, but that's okay. I think it's even better just to break them with my hands. Once the warm noodles, it will help thaw them out. So I'm just going to try to cut these up and spread them apart a little bit. These kitchen shears work perfect. The shortcake is finished. We're going to add a little of this to it. For those of you who are new to my channel, it's just my husband and I that live at home, but we live close to our children, and so I tend to make a lot of food for our children as well. So as you see me dividing all of these up in meals, these will be going to our children. So our son and his wife will get a pack of it. Then our daughter has her husband and her 2 children, so then they get 2 of them, and then our other daughter and her husband get another one. And that's how it is with the shortcake. That's how it is with just about everything that I make. When it comes to like making big meals in the kitchen, I'm always providing food for the rest of our family. All right, I'm gonna give you just a little taste of this shortcake. Now it does look brown, only because it has the vanilla pieces in it. So we're gonna give it a try and see what it tastes like. Strong flavor of the vanilla. What I would do probably is only use half of the vanilla sugar, but it's really good. Time to fill up the oil lanterns. I went through about 3 gallons of oil, which is typically what I go through. So here is the strawberry and the shortcake. Now typically you would eat that with milk. I don't like milk, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat it plain, but with some milk. We ate this for supper many times. Yum, yum.